Welcome to my 12 Days of Christmas video series. I have been sharing sneak peeks every day for the last 12 days to correspond with my 12 Days of Christmas gift box. We've been having so much fun and it's hard to believe that it's time to be done. I can't hide it. I'm exhausted. It's been a fun week, but a little crazy, showing all of these sneak peeks, making a new project every day. And today I have not one, but 3 projects to show you using the new Seaside Bay Suite. We're only going to make one of them. The other 2 are already done and ready to share. This is maybe one of my favorite suites in the new catalog because I love being by the water. I love the ocean. I love lakes. And so Seaside Bay, it's my jam. This is a die bundle. We've got coordinating dies here to go with the stamp set. And then we have some 6x6 designer paper. And so you get 12 different patterns, 4 of each sheet. And it does come this size already. Some of these coordinate with the images in the stamp set and then also the coordinating dies. So both the little sandpiper and the crab both will cut out with the dies. And this paper is a specialty paper. And so you see we've got these sort of iridescent accents on some of these pieces, and then other pieces have gold on them. So let me show you all the first sides of these, and then I'll flip them over and show you the opposite side. I'm loving these colors. We've got mint macaron, balmy blue, petal pink. Petal pink is in so many of the designer papers this season. Look at this one. Oh my gosh, so cool. So every sheet has some kind of specialty paper to it. Demonstrators can order this right now during the pre-order for the January through April mini catalog. Let me show you the cover. Can't show you the inside pages yet. Oops, I accidentally did. And then the other things in this suite, we've got these flat adhesive backed pearls, which have such a fun iridescent sheen to them, and some balmy blue ribbon that has sort of an ombre effect. So beautiful. Of course, like I said, I just had to get this one. In fact, the very first card that I made with new stuff was using this suite. And let me show it to you really quick. I might have shown this on video already. I made this last month when I got my onstage pre-order, and I was inspired by a card I had made with a paper pumpkin kit. And so all of today's cards are inspired by the cards I had made with this paper pumpkin kit. It was a Christmas kit from a couple years ago. So I have these 2 cards, and then I have this one. And here's my Seaside Bay version of this card with some designer paper. For all of these, I'm using the Seashells 3D embossing folder, which coordinates with the Friends Are Like Seashells. And I don't know if it was intentional, but these sure do go well together. So if you like seashells and you like ocean and that kind of theme, then I think this will go really nicely with the Friends Are Like Seashells stamp set and bundle. You can mix and match and work on those together. Some of the imagery in this designer paper includes some additional seashells that kind of coordinate a little bit with that one. So, okay, so here's my second card. And my third card is going to be inspired by this layout. And so we'll have to bring it back and show it when it's all done. And I didn't get a 4th one done, but just to share with you, this was the 4th card I had created using that paper pumpkin kit. I don't even remember the name of it. It was a couple years ago, but I just loved the colors and it had some die cut elements. Well, it's fitting that I'm using a paper pumpkin kit as inspiration for my cards today because I don't have a wrapped gift to show you, but the day 12 gift for my 12 days of Christmas is a card kit. It is the Hello Friend Heat Embossing Project Kit. And I did I did run out because this was something that I got from a clearance rack. And so I didn't have enough for all the boxes. So if you may have a different kit in your box, but the Day 12 gift is a card kit of some kind. And I chose this stamp set earlier in my 12 Days of Christmas gift box because I wanted it to coordinate with the project kit, the card kit, which didn't include stamps. This is from a few years ago. And this one, it's kind of fun because it includes embossing powder. I know, I'm so glad you love it, Karen. So like the flowers in here kind of reminded me, I mean, is that actually the exact same flower? It might be. These are several years apart in catalogs, but I thought that the framed occasions went really well with the Hello Friend. And my original intention was to be inspired by the card layouts here and show you cards that were inspired with the same layout. But we're not doing that today, so we're not going to use the Day 12 gift. We have an amazing selection of kits, though, in the online store. It's stampinup.com or juliedavison.com/shop. Look under the kits collection. If you're interested in Paper Pumpkin, that is a monthly subscription kit, and that is what I used for these cards. That, like I said, this was a kit from a few years ago that I was inspired by this time. So many great options, whether you're a busy stamper and you just like having coordinating pieces, or if you just like the ease of designs that are already done for you. Kits are so much fun to craft with. Okay, well, we're using the Seaside Bay, and we're going to create a card, a third card that's inspired by this card layout. And I have some pieces that are pre-done and kind of ready to go. I love these colors. I picked out the seashell piece. I have an embossed piece. And then I love this one with the shine to it. And as I was putting my other elements together, I love that little tag. I die cut this one, this little seashell, and I want to put a little pearl inside and have it kind of be over here. But I thought with some gold going on over here, it would be really fun if we added some gold to our die cut. So we are going to use, we're going to use the Gilded leafing, and we're going to apply it onto the cardstock before we die cut. So that's going to be kind of the finishing element on this card. So now you know kind of where we're going. I definitely think we need to be adding some twine or something on here. So when we get that put together, we'll do that. But let's start with our main element here, and we're going to use that Gilded leafing. And if you haven't used this yet, it's kind of messy. We're going to use the heat and stick powder to have, that's going to be our adhesive to add the Gilded leafing. So the first thing we're going to do, we're not actually going to stamp. We're going to just kind of do some direct to paper with the Versamark pad. That's the pad that we use. That is kind of like a watermark ink. And I'm just kind of dragging it onto, I'm just going to drag it onto the cardstock because I don't necessarily want to have the whole thing be gold. I just want to add just like a little bit. And I think when we do the die, we're going to see a lot of the detail, which is going to come through really nicely. So I've got just sort of a maybe more than I want here, but you know what we can always do is we can just kind of use the brush to brush off some of the powder so we don't have too much. Okay. So I'm going to heat this, and after I heat it, then we want to put on the leafing really, really quickly. So we're going to use our powder pal tray to help contain the Gilded leafing. And not, hopefully not make a big mess on our desk. Okay, so we're going to use, in fact, I'm just going to put it in here. I've got my heat tool, and I'm going to open this up and just kind of set it over here away from the heat tool, but I want it to be ready to go. And so we're going to heat just until it turns wet, and then we're going to add the Gilded leafing. I'm really excited. I think this is going to turn out really cool. So just heating until we are activating the adhesive until it's wet. And then we're going to add, oh my gosh, that was too much. We don't need that much. And then I'm using a sponge dauber to kind of burnish the gilded leafing on there. And if you're not happy, you can always add some more. You can also use some liquid glue to add. Let's try to get some of this on here. The heat and stick powder just doesn't last very long, so you really have to move quickly. And I really would like to have a little bit more. It almost looks like a horse, doesn't it? Let's get out. I'm going to try to add. We're going to make a mess. I'm going to use a little bit of my liquid glue over here. And I'm trying to think what I want to use. Let's use our finger. Let's make a mess. I'm just going to kind of add some of that glue and then just wiping that off. And I am going to just add the leafing right to the glue. That might be a little more spotty than I want it to be, but I don't know. I like using the liquid glue better. I just feel like it sticks better and it stays better than the heat and stick powder. So I guess my advice would be to use some of the liquid glue to attach your leafing. Okay, we don't want to cover the whole thing, so I think this is good. And we've made a good mess, so I'm just going to set this tray aside to clean up later, and it's going to be okay. Let's get out a wipe and wipe this off our desk. Okay. Going to use my mini machine. I just got the new boho blue one. It hasn't come yet. I just ordered it yesterday during the free shipping offer. I'm really excited about that. It's going to be so fun. So I'm going to use our die and die cut over the top of the gilded leafing and send it through our mini machine. And so now it's going to add, and this die has the little details on there too. So now we have a shell that sort of has, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Some like extra gold. I think that looks really awesome. So we're going to bring that over to our card. I have just got a whole kind of mess going on here. Let's bring our card pieces back in. So here's the one without it. Here's the one with it. I think it's so much fun to have a little bit of that, that gold in there. So I'm glad we did that extra technique, even though it can be a little bit messy. The sentiment here is perfect. It says, "You are a pearl, rare and precious." And so of course I need to put a little pearl inside of our seashell. And so I'm just going to put it, I'm going to kind of leave it like that. So like you can open it up and see the little pearl in there. And I kind of wish it was pretty on the inside. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to combine our, sometimes tearing off is not successful. I'm going to combine our die cuts and use this one on the inside. I love that texture. Maybe that's not like, and maybe that's not correct anatomy for an oyster, but that's okay. Creative license, right? Let's get our card put together. I'm starting with this piece, which is 2.5 inches. Nope, it's 3 inches by 4.5, I think. And I'm going to kind of angle it because my original card did have an angle. And I'm going to add the 3x3 piece that is embossed with the seashell embossing folder. I'm going to angle that as well. And I have my, I need to come, this, is it the same size? Yeah, almost. I think I'm just going to come a little lower here. Add the designer paper, which is 1 by 4 1/4 to go all the way across the card. I feel like it is sort of just the piece that anchors everything together. Gonna add the tag with some Stampin' Dimensionals. We're going to add our seashell with regular adhesive because we already have kind of some bulk in there with the pearl. And then we have a few gold die cuts to add. Oh, I was going to add some twine. You guys forgot to remind me. Let's get out some linen thread. I love my linen thread, and it goes really well with the Sahara sand. So you could either tie a bow to put, I'm gonna move that. You can tie a bow to put at the top of the tag, or you can add some loopy loops. I kind of like the loops. It feels sort of washed up, right? And then let's add the gold die cuts with glue dots. They're right in front of me. Good grief. Okay. That might need a dimensional because it's falling right in between. And, oh, they're like, where did they go? They're right on my thing already. Okay. Oh my gosh, I really love that. I did 3, 1, 2, 3, because that's how we roll. And then we've got our tag, which doesn't count. Okay, so there's the third card with the Seaside Bay. And here's the inspiration project. You guys know I love to case. And so I hope that you're inspired by the card layouts that I use. And even if you don't have the By the Bay, I hope that you'll be inspired to try all 3 of these layouts in your card making using whatever you have at home. Leave a comment and let me know, what do you think of the By the Bay? Is this a suite that you're excited to get from the new catalog? Everyone will be able to start ordering from the January through April mini catalog when it launches. I'm trying to find the right way to put this. When it launches on January 4th. So there's still a little time to get these. And like I said, if you're a demonstrator, you can order right now on a demonstrator order. Yay, Karen said she would get it. I never know. And I really want to get back to, my goal in 2023 is to get back to doing those monthly card classes with card kits. And so this would be a suite I feel like I would consider getting for one of those card classes. So you let me know, would you be interested in a card kit using this suite? I feel like this isn't going to stay on very well. Maybe I just need one dimensionals. Yay! Katie says she loves the card kits. I still intend to do one with the texture chic suite, and I just kind of have been so crazy this fall. So like I said, hoping to get back to those regular classes again in 2023. It's my New Year's resolution. Always in search of balance in my business. So I think I should have just left it. It was fine, and I tried to fix it, and it wasn't broken. Does that happen to you guys? Oh my gosh, I feel like too many times I try to be a perfectionist with my card making, and if I just would allow myself to let it be, then I would be happy. So that's my lesson for today. That's my tip for today. Try not to second guess yourself and just enjoy just enjoy the process. Okay, I think I have to just go with it. Oh, but now it's upside down. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, I still want to add something though. Don't you want to add something else? Does it need another pearl or two? Yes, I think it needs a little more bling. We've got one inside there, but I kind of want to add some over here on the tag. Okay, I'm going to let it be. Let me show you our 3 cards again using the Seaside Bay bundle and coordinating designer paper. All of these will be available in the new mini catalog that starts in January. I hope you enjoyed the projects that I shared today. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on future card making videos. The next time I'll have a new video will be Sunday. Mom and I are filming our Sunday stamping video, so be sure to tune in. We're featuring the Happy Forest Friends suite from the annual catalog, and then we are planning to do a stamp along video which will air on Christmas Day at our normal time of noon Central and 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. So we'll be sharing all the measurements that you need to prepare, and if you have a quiet moment on Christmas Day and wish to join us, we sure would love to stamp along with you. And if you are busy with family, we understand, and that makes us happy. So you can catch the replay whenever you're back in your stamp room. Thanks for tuning in today, and thank you so much for tuning in for all of the 12 Days of Christmas videos. I've had so much fun sharing these sneak peeks with you. I'd love to hear from you and tell me which one of these videos was your favorite, or which project do you feel the most inspired by to recreate the projects at home. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.